My name is Joel Fell and I'm currently studying at Bradfield doing the music industry course. I found out about it through a family friend. I immediately liked the idea of it and I looked into it and eventually got an open day, and I realised this looks like a cool place to be. A lot of resources, and once you're in this school you make a lot of contacts with people in the industries that you're interested in. In the music industry course, I've been able to learn a lot of new skills, miking up different instruments and miking up drums, for example. I've been able to work with a lot of like-minded people in the field, which has been really fun. It's been great being able to use the recording spaces that we have provided here and learning how to record things into a digital audio workstation. It's been really good so far. I always wanted to go to a studio for my work placement. I ended up going to one near Mascot, which was called Studios 301. And that was an awesome opportunity to meet some super cool people that were down there and learn how to sort of set up a session for an artist that would come in and record. That was really fun. That was like a highlight of my last year that just happened. We've had, a dozen of these little opportunities here and there of how to perform. The teachers are constantly letting students know of upcoming events and stuff that they believe we should, go and apply for and try and be part of, and that's been really special. Even in the music industry course, we have done 2 or 3 soirees and little groups of people playing all sorts of instruments, and it's been really special. I've sort of just been trying to say yes to every opportunity that has come my way, working with all sorts of different people from all sorts of walks of life, and we're working on different types of music that I sort of haven't really tried out before. It's sort of broadened my horizons of what there is to do with music. A composition that I've done at the school was what I did for HEXAD, which was like a film that all the students ran and made themselves. During that, I got to work with an industry professional named Wade Kieran, which was an amazing opportunity. And all of the students that got to work with him are super grateful for that. He showed us how to really get a creative vision into a song, how to really captivate the emotions of the audience and everything through whatever music you're playing to accompany the film. So that was really cool. And we got to experiment with reversing guitar chords and all that sort of stuff, and we got to really change the way that we make music. The way that sort of worked was people would say, for these scenes, we're gonna have this sort of vibe, and they'll just describe to me emotions or feelings or anything really that could sort of let me know what's happening in that scene. And then I would have to sort of build a track from the bottom up, just completely starting it from the beginning and sort of thinking, okay, what needs to go here, what needs to go there? How can I make this, give this sort of feeling to the listener? I had to do that about 6 different times for the scenes that I was doing before we found one that was quite perfect. But that sort of process of trial and error has sort of, it's helped me speed up my workflow because it's, repetition of building something from the ground up. But also it's made me think in other ways of how can I really give a song a certain feeling that's been described by the people that are making the film. And being able to do that with the help of Wade Kieran was amazing because he's worked on so many great films already. And him coming here and sort of teaching us his creative process, that was fundamental, and it was just a game changer, really. Making music in the past, I used to really focus on the electronic side of it. So using a lot of MIDI components and using a lot of virtual instruments. And while that's great and it's really helpful, coming here has made me realize you can do a lot of really creative things, from getting sounds that are naturally surrounding you. You can record anything and you can add effects to it and sort of reverse engineer it into some crazy sound that can't really describe what it is. And being able to put that into music has totally changed my way of making music. Some days we're starting at 9 and finishing at 5:30. It's quite a long day, but the way that my timetable works, I basically have a lot of pockets of free time that I can really focus on whatever I want, and I can talk to the other kids, and it's really good. But then also, a lot of us get Fridays off, which is like a trade-off for finishing so late sometimes. Travelling down from the Central Coast, it is a bit tricky. I've sort of focused that time on making music or completing schoolwork, so that's sort of worked out in my favour. It's a time slot that I can't get rid of, so I may as well do something productive with it. But I wouldn't take it for anything else.